Okay students, now to go on to the next major part, which is the arm. So starting off with the same things we've done before, we're going to change this to the right name. We're going to also change the size of the grid. So go down here to the grid, click on this, change it to 400 by 400. Just means the arm will fit in a bit neater. And then we'll just zoom out a little bit. Right, now we're ready to bring our pieces in. First we'll put the ruler down in, put it somewhere over on the left hand side there like this. We'll deal with those in a couple of seconds. Let's bring a cylinder in, and we need to dimension this up straight away. So let's start with 35 on this one, 35 on this one. You'll remember this from making the last piece where we used this before, so hopefully this is all familiar to you. And that one's going to be 8. So we've got a simple little disc there. While we've got this up though, we're going to change the sides, make that up so it's nice and smooth. Okay, we'll leave that. Oh, no, we'll do one more thing while we're here. See these two down the bottom here? We're going to change these to 0 and 0. That means it's going to sit right in the corner of that grid. Alright, next thing we're going to bring in is a box. And this box is going to slice halfway through there and extend out like the arm does. So we're going to change, we'll change this one first to 35. We'll change this one to 225. You'll see it's now nice and long, and make sure the height is still at 8. Now to adjust these two numbers here, we have this one, we'll bring that down to the bottom of the work plane, so bring that down to 0. And this one will be 17.5, which is half of 35. So that means it's going to start right in the middle of that disc there. Now what we can do is click on this one, make sure that disc is highlighted, then press copy and paste, and we'll get another one exactly the same. So all we've got to do now is adjust the distance that it needs to be. So this one we change it to 225, and it'll show it straight up the other end like that. Perfect. While we're at this stage, grab everything like that, draw a box around it, and then make it a group. And it'll change color. That'll let you know that it's now grouped. Now we've got the basic shape there. We just need to put the holes in. So we're going to do this by bringing in a hole. We're not going to worry about the sides on this one. They're only going to be small. So we'll have 6 by 6. That's the size of the holes we're putting in. And this one up here will be 8 as well. Now we're going to change something for this though. Instead of using this end point, do you remember from the last tutorial, you can click this to change it from end point to midpoint. Do midpoint on this, it's a bit easy to work with. So we're going to go with this. Right in the middle of 35 is going to be half of 35, which is 17.5 on that plane there, and then 17.5 on this plane here. And there it is. It'll be in the right spot. Click off and you can see where it is. And we can do exactly the same as we did last time. Click on that particular drawing, click copy, then paste, and we'll have another one. Now the 17.5 is already right, so this one we just need to change to 242.5, and that'll put it up in the exact spot up the other end. Last thing we do is group all that, make sure that's one solid piece, and then click TinkerCAD to make sure it's saving your work down the bottom here. Alright, on to the next piece.